Attention passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news. Something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 8,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, if you've been paying close attention to the Cowboys this season, you know it has been a roller coaster. A team with so much talent, so much potential. But right now, they're stuck in a bit of a rut. Add to 3-1, the season/struggles have fans on edge, wondering what's next and what needs to change. The Cowboys, a franchise that is used to competing at the highest level, find themselves at a crossroads, and the buzz around the NFL right now. It is all about a potential defensive overhaul. With Dallas looking at some of the biggest names on the market, the trade deadline is looming on November 4th, and the front office led by owner Jerry Jones is clearly making moves behind the scenes. They're re-exploring trade options, big ones that could shake up the division and even the entire conference. But let us be honest, it is not just about making moves. It is about making the right moves. The Cowboys know they need to strengthen their defense. If they're serious about making a deep playoff run, this season has exposed some gaps, especially in the pass rush and run defense. And that is what makes the rumored target so intriguing. Two names are currently dominating the conversations: Jeffrey Simmons from the Tennessee Titans and Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals. Both are elite pass rushers, game changers who could instantly elevate Dallas's defensive identity. Imagine the impact of adding a player like Simmons, whose presence in the middle could transform how opponents attack the Cowboys, or Hendrickson, who has been a nightmare for offensive lines and could bring a relentless edge to their front seven. It has the kind of upgrade that could turn this team around, especially heading into the back half of the season. Now it is important to highlight that the urgency is real. The Cowboys cannot afford to sit still. The pressure of the trade deadline is mounting, and if they don't act soon, they risk falling further behind in a highly competitive NFC. The next 3 games are crucial. They will either prove that Dallas can bounce back or push them further into a corner, where big moves become even more necessary. If they falter, the window for making significant trades might close and they lit options. That is why many analysts, including Charles Robinson from Yahoo Sports, suggest that Dallas has to stay competitive in these upcoming weeks. They need to show they're serious about contending not just for the division, but for a shot at the Super Bowl. Think about the potential impact of these targets. Jeffrey Simmons, for instance, is not just a good player. He has a disruptive force on the field. His ability to collapse the pocket and stuff the run makes him one of the most coveted defensive tackles in the league. The Titans, however, are in a position where they might be reluctant to part ways with him. He has a cornerstone for their defense, and trading him would be a significant move. On the other hand, Trey Hendrickson has been a consistent performer on the Bengals line. His market value is believed to be in the range of a second-round pick, maybe a third-rounder plus a day 3 selection depending on negotiations. The Bengals, though, have recently gained momentum, and with their current position, they might be less inclined to let Hendrickson go. This brings us to the classic dilemma. Are the Cowboys willing to pay the price? The NFL trade market is never simple. Teams don't just give away talented players easily, especially those who are impact players on playoff-caliber teams. The Titans are reportedly hesitant about trading Simmons, and that is understandable. Yes, a game wrecker. Meanwhile, the Bengals are in a good spot. They're recompeting. They're refighting for playoff spot, and trading Hendrickson might not be their priority right now. So, where does that leave Dallas? It leaves them in a race against the clock. They have to weigh the immediate need versus the cost, and most importantly, they have to decide whether their season is still salvageable. The other factor to consider is the overall health of the team. Injuries, inconsistent performances, and a lack of depth have plagued Dallas at times this season, particularly on defense. The front seven has shown flashes of brilliance, but also moments where they've been exposed. Adding a player like Simmons or Hendrickson could be the difference maker. They could provide that extra push, that veteran presence, that relentless energy that Dallas needs to turn their season around. But it is not just about talent. It is about availability. The rumors suggest that both players might be hard to acquire at this point. Simmons' team seems reluctant to part ways, and Hendricks and recent momentum may keep him in Cincinnati for now. Despite these challenges, the smart money suggests that Jerry Jones and his scouting department are willing to make bold moves if the opportunity presents itself. They've done it before, famously making big trades and signings that have paid off. The question now is whether they'll pull the trigger in time to salvage this season. If they do, it could be a gamager. A defensive boost at this stage can help Dallas secure wins over divisional rivals and give them the confidence they need to push deep into January. And let us not forget the NFC East is still very much in reach. The Eagles have been impressive, but the division is unpredictable and a few key wins could shift the balance. Looking at the bigger picture, the Cowboys' current trajectory has fans feeling mixed emotions. There is hope, but also frustration. The talent is undeniable, but execution and consistency have been elusive. The coaching staff and front office are under pressure to make the right calls, and the upcoming weeks will reveal their true intentions. If they can land one of these defensive stars, it could spark a resurgence and rekindle the hopes of a playoff run. But if they miss out, the season might slip further away, forcing them to reevaluate and rebuild for next year. As we approach the trade deadline, every move will be scrutinized. The NFL is a league of superstars and strategic gambles, and Dallas is right in the middle of this high-stakes game. Fans are on edge, dreaming of that breakthrough, that signature move that turns everything around. The stakes have never been higher. The Cowboys have the talent, the history, and the fan base to make a deep playoff push. But they need that extra push, whether it is a trade, a new scheme, or simply better execution on the field. The coming weeks will tell us a lot about the direction this franchise is heading. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Do you believe they should go all in on a trade for Simmons or Hendrickson? Or do you think it is too risky considering the uncertain availability? Are you confident in the current roster, or do you think they need a shakeup? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys, and don't forget it'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is far from over, and with the right moves, they can still make history. Thanks for sticking with me, and let us keep the passion alive. Go Cowboys!